Did you know that the most extraordinary moments in life often come from simple, everyday decisions? Seemingly mundane choices like reading a book or taking a different route to work can set you on the path to true success. Today, we're diving into the world of Stoicism, which teaches us about the power of choice and the strength of inner will. It's not just about enduring hardships but transforming them into stepping stones. We'll explore the signs that you're on the right path to success, not just by worldly measures, but by achieving personal growth and wisdom. This isn't your typical motivational talk. It's about embracing challenges, maintaining integrity, and striving for personal excellence. If you're watching this, you're not just looking for superficial improvement, you're looking to make profound, lasting change. Stick with me as we dissect these signs and show how integrating Stoic principles can lead to a life of fulfillment. If you appreciate these insights, hit the subscribe button and share with friends who value personal growth and philosophy. A key aspect of Stoicism is taking full responsibility for one's actions. Taking full responsibility for one's actions is a cornerstone of personal growth and integrity. It goes beyond the common refrain of owning up to mistakes. It's about embracing a mindset where every outcome in your life, whether triumph or setback, is seen as a direct result of your choices. This isn't just accountability, it's a powerful declaration of agency. Imagine standing at the helm of a ship on a vast ocean. The winds may be fierce, the tides unpredictable, and storms inevitable. Yet you hold the wheel. Accepting full responsibility means understanding that, while you cannot control the wind or waves, you can navigate, adjust your sails, and choose your course. It's the difference between passively drifting with the current and actively shaping your journey. In a world where it's often easier to point fingers at circumstances, people, or sheer bad luck, true leaders and those who aspire to personal mastery take the opposite approach. They look inward first. When something goes wrong, instead of immediately blaming external forces, they ask, "What could I have done differently?" And, "How can I learn from this?" This level of responsibility is intriguing because it's paradoxically freeing. At first, it feels heavy, a weight to carry alone. But over time, it reveals itself as a source of power. By accepting that your actions and decisions pave the way for your outcomes, you shed the shackles of victimhood and become the architect of your life. Even failures transform from daunting specters into invaluable lessons that guide you toward better decisions and greater resilience. The Stoics championed this approach, reminding us that while we cannot dictate what happens, we can control our responses. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Taking full responsibility is the embodiment of this wisdom. It's not just about shouldering blame, it's about reclaiming control, learning to adjust your sails, and ultimately, navigating life with purpose and mastery. Clear, written goals help align actions with core values and ensure focus on what's within one's control. Writing down and seeing goals daily enhances commitment and acts as a constant reminder to take meaningful action. Writing down and seeing your goals daily is like having a compass that keeps you on course, a subtle yet powerful reminder of where you're headed. It's more than just a list, it's an act of commitment, a ritual that bridges your inner aspirations with the tangible world. This practice transforms vague wishes into vivid targets that shape your decisions and actions. Think of it as creating a map for a treasure hunt. Without the map, you might wander aimlessly, hoping for fortune to favor you. But when your goals are written down and visible every day, they become guiding stars that pull you forward, no matter how lost or distracted you might feel. Each glance at those written words fuels your ambition, rekindles your purpose, and sharpens your focus. The psychology behind this daily ritual is compelling. Studies have shown that those who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them than those who don't. Why? Because seeing your goals activates the reticular activating system, RAS, a part of your brain that helps filter information and prioritize what's important. Suddenly, opportunities that align with your objectives stand out, as if the world itself is conspiring to help you achieve them. But this practice isn't just about practicality. It taps into something deeper. Each time you read your goals, you reaffirm your commitment. It's an act of self-belief, a silent promise that says, I am willing to work for this. This consistency shapes your identity, aligning your thoughts and actions with the person you strive to become. Over time, you build not just the discipline to pursue these goals, but the resilience to navigate the obstacles that arise. Moreover, writing goals engages your subconscious, planting seeds that grow and evolve even when you're not consciously thinking about them. This is why many high achievers swear by this practice. It's not just a task, it's a declaration to yourself that what you seek is real and worth striving for. So, try this. Start each day by looking at your goals, reading them as if they are already true. Let them sink in and energize your morning. As you go about your day, let them steer your choices, no matter how small. You'll find that this simple yet profound habit turns the abstract into the attainable, transforming the act of dreaming into the art of doing. Continuous learning is vital for personal growth, promoting adaptability and resilience. The Stoics viewed learning as a path to wisdom and self-discipline, not just knowledge accumulation. This lifelong learning equips one to face challenges and enriches personal development. Continuous learning is like possessing a key that can open doors you didn't even know existed. It's the secret fuel that powers the most dynamic minds and the most resilient spirits. Imagine life as an endless library with shelves brimming with mysteries, knowledge, and tools that could change your life if only you reached out and explored them. To engage in continuous learning is to walk through those aisles, collecting ideas, expanding your understanding, and refining your perspective with every step. What makes continuous learning intriguing is how it reinvents you, over and over. The process isn't just about acquiring new facts or skills, it's about adapting and evolving. Each piece of knowledge you gain shifts the way you think, enhances your creativity, and enables you to approach problems from angles that were previously invisible. It's like upgrading your mental software so that you can tackle new challenges with enhanced capabilities. Consider the most successful, influential individuals throughout history, from polymaths like Leonardo da Vinci to modern innovators like Elon Musk. They're marked not just by their achievements, but by their insatiable curiosity. Continuous learning was not a chore for them, it was an obsession. They weren't just satisfied with knowing what to do, they wanted to know why and how, constantly pushing the boundaries of their fields and themselves. This habit of learning continuously makes life feel less like a repetitive cycle and more like an unfolding adventure. You start seeing connections between unrelated fields, unlocking ideas that may have seemed unattainable before. Suddenly, the world is filled with aha moments, and your brain feels alive with possibilities. Even when you think you've reached a plateau, continuous learning acts as a catalyst, pushing you toward new levels of mastery and understanding. And it's not just about professional growth, it's deeply personal. Learning continuously can enrich your relationships, increase your empathy, and deepen your enjoyment of life. For instance, learning about art might help you understand beauty in new ways. Learning a new language could open up entire cultures, allowing you to see the world through fresh eyes. The key to making continuous learning an integral part of your life is curiosity. Nurture it like a flame. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and don't be afraid of the discomfort that comes with being a beginner. That discomfort is where the magic happens, where your mind stretches to accommodate the new. In a world that's always changing, stagnation is like standing still while the current rushes past you. Continuous learning isn't just a choice, it's survival. It's how you ensure that no matter how fast the world turns, you'll be ready to keep up, to adapt, and to thrive. So embark on this endless journey, and remember that every moment you spend learning is an investment not just in knowledge, but in yourself. Self-discipline, a core Stoic virtue, enables individuals to remain consistent in their actions despite challenges or distractions. It's about making choices based on values rather than impulses, leading to a life of integrity and freedom. Small, consistent practices strengthen this discipline over time and build character. Self-discipline is often depicted as a stern, unyielding force, a taskmaster that drives you relentlessly toward goals with no regard for comfort or indulgence. But in reality, self-discipline is much more nuanced and far more intriguing. It's the quiet architect of freedom, the unseen guide that shapes raw potential into mastery and chaos into order. Imagine self-discipline as a wise mentor living within you. It's not the loud, drill sergeant voice demanding perfection, but rather the steady presence that whispers encouragement when temptation strikes or motivation fades. It's the force that says, "Do the hard thing now so that life becomes easier later." This inner mentor is the champion of your future self, the one who prioritizes long-term gain over immediate satisfaction. What makes self-discipline so captivating is that it's the bridge between goals and achievements. Anyone can dream of a better life, envision great plans, or set ambitious goals. But the distance between dreams and reality is covered by the steady march of discipline. Think of it as planting seeds. Without self-discipline, the seeds of ambition lie dormant, never nurtured into growth. But with it, you create an environment where progress becomes inevitable, and every day you water those seeds, no matter the weather. Yet self-discipline isn't about denying yourself joy or comfort. On the contrary, it's about choosing to delay gratification in favor of something greater. This doesn't mean living a life of perpetual restraint. Rather, it's about setting priorities. Self-discipline helps you say yes to what truly matters by giving you the strength to say no to distractions. For instance, it's the force that helps a writer put in the hours at their desk when inspiration is absent, or an athlete hit the gym when they'd rather sleep in. The intriguing part is how self-discipline isn't something you're born with, it's forged. It's built through habits and practiced in moments of choice. Every time you choose to stick with your plan, even when the excitement has worn off, you're adding a brick to the foundation of your willpower. It's like training a muscle. Each time you resist that pull toward comfort, your capacity for self-control grows stronger. What's more, self-discipline offers unexpected rewards. It creates a sense of pride and confidence that can't be faked. When you accomplish a difficult task or overcome a moment of weakness, you realize that you are capable of more than you thought. This awareness becomes a source of inner strength, pushing you to take on even greater challenges. With discipline, you become more than a participant in your life. You become its author, steering your story rather than just watching it unfold. But how do you cultivate this quality? Start by setting small, achievable goals to build trust in yourself. Celebrate the small victories to keep the momentum alive. Importantly, forgive yourself for slips, as discipline is not about perfection, but persistence. Learn from each moment of weakness and approach the next challenge with greater resolve. Ultimately, self-discipline is a paradox. It may feel restrictive at first, but it's what enables true freedom. Freedom from regret, from half-finished projects, and from living a life shaped by whims and fleeting moods. It empowers you to create a life aligned with your values and aspirations. Embrace self-discipline, and you'll discover that it's not a cage but the key to unlocking your highest potential. Maintaining a positive attitude is another Stoic practice, focusing on what can be controlled and accepting what cannot. Maintaining a positive attitude is often misunderstood as simply thinking happy thoughts or ignoring life's challenges. But true positivity is deeper, more powerful. It's a lens that refracts reality into possibility, a mental alchemy that turns setbacks into fuel and doubts into lessons. Picture yourself as a sailor navigating the vast, unpredictable ocean of life. Some days the sea is calm and the wind is at your back, while on others, storms rage and the horizon is nothing but dark clouds. A positive attitude isn't pretending that the storm isn't there. It's adjusting your sails, finding new routes, and knowing that calmer waters lie ahead. It's the mindset that says, "This storm will teach me something I need to know," instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" What makes maintaining a positive attitude so intriguing is how it shifts not just your perception but your reality. Our brains have a tendency to focus on what we train them to see. If you're looking for problems, you'll find them at every turn. But if you train your mind to spot opportunities, suddenly, even in adversity, you begin to notice potential, silver linings, and solutions that others overlook. A positive attitude isn't blind optimism, it's pragmatic hope. It's the conscious choice to face life with the expectation that, while things may not be perfect, you have the resilience to handle whatever comes. This kind of thinking isn't naive, it's powerful. Studies have shown that people with positive attitudes aren't just happier, they're more successful, healthier, and better at overcoming obstacles. Think about how it affects your interactions. A person who radiates positivity draws others in, creating a circle of upliftment. When you maintain a positive attitude, you're not only influencing yourself, you're impacting those around you, sparking a chain reaction. People are more likely to collaborate with you, share ideas, and support you when you exude optimism and approachability. But cultivating this mindset requires practice. Life doesn't hand you a positive attitude on a silver platter. It's built through deliberate choices, especially in difficult moments. When faced with setbacks, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Every time you do this, you're training your brain to react constructively, making positivity not just a fleeting mood but a deeply ingrained habit. Visual cues and affirmations can serve as gentle reminders. Surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. Take time for gratitude, even on the toughest days. It might sound simple, but reminding yourself of what's good in your life can shift your perspective dramatically. Gratitude acts like a spotlight, highlighting the positive even in shadow times. Moreover, maintaining a positive attitude fuels perseverance. When challenges pile up and plans fall apart, it's that core of positivity that keeps you trying, learning, and pushing forward. It's the little voice that whispers, "You've been through worse," or "You'll get through this too." Over time, this practice strengthens, becoming a natural part of how you face the world. So, the next time life throws a curveball, think of that sailor on the stormy sea. Choose to steady your hand on the wheel and find a new course. In that choice lies not just survival, but growth, and in that growth, you find the power of maintaining a positive attitude. It becomes not just an outlook but a way of life, an assurance that no matter what comes, you have the mindset to navigate through it and thrive. Maintaining excitement for a new project or goal is challenging after the initial burst of motivation fades. The key to true success lies in what you do when enthusiasm diminishes. Consistent action, pushing through the mundane and difficult, bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This practice builds momentum, similar to pushing a boulder. The hardest part is starting, but consistency makes it easier over time and creates a compound effect where the results amplify. Maintaining excitement is the art of sustaining that spark, that electric charge that powers creativity, ambition, and joy. But as we all know, excitement is naturally fleeting. Its initial burst is like fireworks, dazzling and bright, but temporary. The true mastery lies in learning to keep that energy burning, not as a flash, but as an enduring flame. Why is maintaining excitement so powerful and yet so elusive? Because it requires more than just being passionate. It demands nurturing your enthusiasm through the inevitable moments when life shifts from fireworks to embers. Initially, excitement may be fueled by novelty, a new project, a goal, or an idea. But as the work sets in, when inspiration fades and repetition becomes routine, that's when the challenge begins. So, how do you sustain excitement when the shine begins to dull? One key strategy is to regularly remind yourself of the why behind your efforts. Just like a powerful story has a deep theme that resonates, your pursuits should connect with a core value or passion that drives you. This underlying motivation acts like a compass, pointing you back to why you started in the first place. The clearer you are on this why, the more resilient your excitement becomes. Another intriguing tactic is to inject elements of surprise and variety. Routine can be the enemy of excitement, so shake things up, approach your work from a different angle, introduce new challenges, or set small, fun milestones along the way. Even gamifying aspects of your process can add a playful element that keeps you engaged. Think of a musician who doesn't just play the same song repeatedly but experiments with new rhythms, instruments, and techniques to keep their art alive and evolving. Equally essential is embracing the journey and celebrating the small wins. It's easy to be excited when the goal is in sight, but what about during the long stretches in between? Pausing to acknowledge and reward your progress, however small, feeds your momentum. Each checkpoint reached and each moment of progress sparks a small resurgence of that initial excitement. It's like a series of smaller fireworks along the way, keeping the night sky alight. Maintaining excitement also hinges on who you surround yourself with. Enthusiasm is contagious. Being in the presence of people who are passionate, curious, and driven can rekindle your own excitement. Their energy acts as fuel, reigniting your passion when it flickers. It's the difference between running a marathon alone and being cheered on by a crowd that believes in you. Yet, excitement isn't just about staying up all the time. Paradoxically, it's also about knowing when to step back and rest. Like any powerful current, excitement needs moments of calm to sustain its intensity. Giving yourself time to recharge prevents burnout and makes the return to your passion that much more invigorating. Think of it as the quiet pause before a powerful crescendo, the space that makes the return even more impactful. Finally, consider how you view challenges. If you can shift your perspective to see obstacles as opportunities for growth, then excitement transforms into a steady force, propelled not just by what comes easily but by what pushes you to become better. That's when excitement evolves into something deeper, a fierce, enduring motivation that carries you through the highs and lows, weaving them into a narrative of constant evolution and achievement. Maintaining excitement, then, isn't about trying to capture lightning in a bottle. It's about tending to the flame, feeding it with purpose, variety, celebration, community, rest, and resilience. It's the art of staying enchanted with life's possibilities, continuously finding reasons to marvel at what could be and delight in the pursuit itself. So, the next time your excitement wanes, remember, it's not about finding new sparks, it's about being the keeper of your own flame, rekindling it, and watching it illuminate your path forward. Stoicism offers practical tools for maintaining this consistency. Establishing daily routines ensures that progress continues even when motivation wanes. For instance, committing to writing a page daily, regardless of its quality, turns action into a habit. This disciplined practice integrates progress into daily life, reinforcing resilience and adaptability when faced with challenges or distractions. Maintaining consistency is the secret ingredient to turning fleeting efforts into lasting success. It's the quiet, often overlooked force that shapes champions, innovators, and visionaries, not the one-time bursts of brilliance, but the day-in, day-out commitment to your craft, goals, and growth. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each tap of the hammer might seem small, insignificant even, but over time, those small, steady motions reveal something extraordinary, a masterpiece that only emerges through relentless consistency. But how do you maintain this kind of consistency? It's easy to start strong, fueled by excitement or inspiration, but sustaining that drive as days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, requires something deeper. It's not just about brute force or willpower. It's about building systems that support your goals, anchoring yourself in habits that align with your aspirations, and transforming those daily actions into a rhythm that feels almost automatic. One of the most powerful ways to maintain consistency is by establishing a routine that doesn't feel like a chore, but rather a cornerstone of your identity. It's about embracing the process, not just the outcome. Consider how athletes train. They don't focus solely on winning the game, they focus on their practice, their training, their every move during the season. The game itself is just a reflection of their consistency over time. So, if you want to achieve anything meaningful, immerse yourself in the rituals that lead to success. Whether it's a morning routine to prepare your mind, or a writing habit to turn your ideas into words, let these rituals anchor your day, not as tasks, but as the lifeblood of your journey. Another intriguing part of consistency is understanding that it's not about perfection, it's about showing up, no matter how imperfectly. It's about having the humility to do the work even on days when you're not feeling at your best, when your motivation is low, or when external circumstances try to push you off track. Think of a musician who practices, even when their fingers ache or their inspiration is fleeting. They trust that the act of practice itself, the mere decision to continue, will eventually lead to mastery. This is the essence of consistency, that commitment to showing up, even on the days when it feels like the universe is testing your resolve. To maintain consistency, you also need to learn to embrace the power of momentum. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. At first, the effort feels monumental, But once you get it moving, it becomes easier and easier to keep pushing. Each action you take builds on the previous one, compounding your progress and creating a snowball effect. In the beginning, it feels slow, but over time, as you push forward, that initial resistance fades, and what was once an effort now becomes second nature. This momentum is your ally. The more consistent you are, the easier it gets to maintain that consistency. However, even the best laid plans can face obstacles. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, unexpected events, distractions, setbacks, that threaten to knock you off course. This is where resilience plays a crucial role. Maintaining consistency is not about avoiding challenges but about developing the mental fortitude to stay the course despite them. It's about accepting that obstacles are part of the journey and adapting your approach when things don't go as planned. This requires flexibility, a willingness to pivot without losing sight of the goal, and the understanding that consistency isn't about rigidity, it's about perseverance through change. What can keep you going through these tough moments is the ability to find meaning in the process itself. Sometimes the results seem distant, and the daily grind can feel monotonous. That's when you need to remind yourself why you're doing it. Reconnect with the deeper purpose behind your actions, and let that purpose fuel your determination. The most consistent people aren't just disciplined, they are deeply driven by the why behind what they do. So, how do you cultivate this mindset of consistency? Start small. Set daily actions that you can commit to, no matter how small they seem. Over time, as these actions become ingrained in your routine, you'll find that consistency isn't something you have to force, it becomes a part of who you are. And as you continue, you'll see the compounded results of your effort, not as isolated achievements, but as part of a grander, more meaningful journey. In the end, maintaining consistency is a quiet act of rebellion against the chaos and distractions of life. It's about taking control of your actions, showing up every day, and trusting that over time, your consistent efforts will lead you to extraordinary places. It's not the loud, flashy moments that create lasting success, but the small, seemingly inconspicuous steps you take every day, with unwavering dedication, towards your true purpose. Stoicism also highlights the importance of the community around you. Surrounding yourself with supportive, driven individuals can uplift and inspire you, while distancing yourself from negative influences is essential for maintaining mental strength. While Stoicism teaches compassion for others, it also encourages choosing relationships that help you grow. Mentorship and learning from those further along your path can provide invaluable guidance and foster growth. Imagine you're a single thread, weaving your way through the world. Alone, you may be strong, but when interwoven with others, you become part of something greater, a tapestry of shared strength, wisdom, and support. The community around you is that tapestry. It's the unseen yet powerful force that amplifies your efforts, challenges your limitations, and propels you toward becoming your best self. But why does it matter so much, and how does it shape your success? The importance of the community isn't just about having people around you for comfort or companionship. It's about the transformative power of the relationships that define your environment. You've probably heard the phrase, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This isn't just a catchy saying, it's rooted in the fact that the people around you shape your mindset, your habits, and ultimately, your destiny. Consider this: when you surround yourself with individuals who are motivated, driven, and inspiring, their energy and attitudes subtly infiltrate your own. You begin to mirror their optimism, their work ethic, and their determination. Think about it as if you're absorbing the best parts of them. This isn't just a passing influence, it's a quiet, powerful form of social conditioning. Just like a child picks up habits from their parents, adults, too, pick up traits from their peers, mentors, and loved ones. On the flip side, the wrong community can have the opposite effect. Negative, toxic, or stagnant environments drain your energy, erode your confidence, and cloud your ambitions. If you're surrounded by people who constantly complain, gossip, or undermine your efforts, it becomes incredibly difficult to stay motivated and focused on your goals. Over time, their limitations may begin to feel like your own, creating a cycle of self-doubt and discontent. But this doesn't mean you should only seek out people who make you feel good in the moment. True community, especially one rooted in Stoic principles, isn't just about feeling comfortable. It's about finding those who will challenge you to grow. A strong community will encourage you to question your assumptions, push you to stretch beyond your comfort zone, and hold you accountable when you stray from your path. These people, your mentors, peers, or even those who share your vision, become mirrors of the virtues you aspire to embody: courage, discipline, wisdom, and justice. They help you grow into the person you are meant to become, not by agreeing with everything you say, but by offering honest feedback, constructive criticism, and a shared vision of excellence. In fact, one of the most profound aspects of community is its ability to provide perspective. The collective wisdom of a group far outweighs the isolated knowledge of a single individual. There's a reason the Stoics emphasize learning from others. It's through diverse viewpoints and experiences that you learn what you don't know. A mentor, a friend, or even a colleague can offer insights that you might not have arrived at on your own. This sharing of knowledge creates a feedback loop of growth and improvement. But just as important as the people you surround yourself with is your role within the community. It's not just about receiving support, it's about contributing to the group in meaningful ways. The most powerful communities aren't just supportive, they're reciprocal. You can't expect to be uplifted if you're not also lifting others. Whether through advice, help, or emotional support, your actions should align with the values of the community. The more you give, the more you receive. This dynamic exchange of values strengthens the bonds between individuals, creating a network of people all moving toward mutual growth. Finally, the community serves as a reminder that you are not alone in your journey. We all face struggles, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but when you're surrounded by a community, those moments are softened by the presence of others. Their strength, resilience, and shared commitment to growth become a reminder that adversity is temporary, and success is a collective effort. It's a space where you can both receive encouragement in times of need and offer it when others are in the same position. So, how do you cultivate this powerful community around you? Start by evaluating the people in your life. Do they inspire you to be better? Do they challenge your thinking and encourage your growth? If not, it may be time to seek out new relationships, those who can teach, guide, and help you sharpen your mind and character. In your own interactions, aim to be the person who contributes, who lifts others up, and who stays grounded in your values. Become someone who mirrors the virtues you admire, and in turn, you'll attract others who share those ideals. Community isn't just a luxury or an accessory to your journey. It's the very foundation on which success is built. The people around you don't just influence what you achieve, they shape who you become along the way. Whether they are your cheerleaders, your challengers, or your partners in growth, they make the journey richer, more fulfilling, and more meaningful. So, invest in your community, nurture it, and let it help you become the best version of yourself. Adaptability is crucial as life constantly changes. Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, taught that embracing change with flexibility strengthens character. Adaptability is the secret weapon of those who thrive in the unpredictable landscape of life. It's not just about surviving change, it's about dancing with it, bending without breaking, and using its force to propel you forward rather than hinder your progress. Imagine a tree swaying in a storm. Its branches may bend, but its roots stay grounded. The winds may howl, but the tree remains flexible, adjusting to the forces around it. That's the essence of adaptability, the art of adjusting your sails when the winds shift. The world is in constant motion, and yet we tend to grasp onto the illusion of stability. We crave control, predictability, and a path with no surprises. But the truth is, the only thing you can truly control is how you respond when life throws you curveballs. Adaptability is the muscle you develop to respond to these changes, not by resisting them, but by embracing them as opportunities for growth and reinvention. Consider the stories of some of history's most resilient figures. Think of Thomas Edison, whose path to inventing the light bulb was paved with failure after failure. He didn't quit when his experiments went awry. He adapted, adjusted his methods, learned from each misstep, and ultimately succeeded. Or look at the adaptability of the Stoics themselves, figures like Marcus Aurelius, who, despite being emperor of Rome, faced wars, personal loss, and political strife. Rather than being overwhelmed by these external circumstances, he remained adaptable, focusing on the things within his control: his mindset, his actions, and his ability to remain calm in the face of adversity. Adaptability requires more than just mental flexibility, it involves proactive action. It's not about passively waiting for the storm to pass. It's about taking charge of your direction while the storm is still raging. It means reassessing your plans when things don't go as expected, seeking new paths when the old ones are blocked, and staying open to learning as you go. One powerful way to cultivate adaptability is to practice mental flexibility. This means challenging your own beliefs, testing your assumptions, and being willing to change course when new information or experiences suggest a better way. It's about breaking free from the rigidity of, "This is the way it's always been done," and allowing yourself the freedom to explore new methods, solutions, and perspectives. The key to adaptability is understanding that change doesn't need to be feared or avoided, it needs to be welcomed as an ally. Every change, no matter how disruptive it feels in the moment, holds the potential for new growth. When you embrace change, you open the door to unexpected opportunities. What seems like a setback, like losing a job or facing a difficult challenge, could be the catalyst for something greater. The new path may be less predictable, but it may also be more fulfilling and rewarding than the one you originally envisioned. But adaptability isn't just about thinking on your feet, it's about preparing for change before it happens. The Stoics practiced what's called the reserve clause, which means planning with the understanding that things might not go as expected. Instead of being rigidly committed to one outcome, they maintained a flexible approach, saying, "I will do this, but only if nothing prevents me." This mindset keeps you mentally prepared for the unexpected, reducing frustration and opening you up to alternatives when plans change. Resilience is an integral part of adaptability. It's not enough to adjust, you must also be able to bounce back when things go wrong. Resilience is about facing setbacks without losing your will to move forward, learning from each experience, and quickly recalibrating your efforts. It's the ability to stand up again, dust yourself off, and continue on, stronger and wiser than before. The key to mastering adaptability is continuous self-reflection. Regularly assess where you stand, what has changed around you, and how you can adjust your plans to stay aligned with your goals. This constant process of evaluation and reevaluation ensures that you don't get too attached to one way of doing things, and that you're always ready to pivot when needed. In the end, adaptability is not just a survival mechanism, it's a skill that enables you to thrive in an ever-changing world. It's the freedom to flow with life's currents, to turn obstacles into stepping stones, and to embrace uncertainty with confidence and curiosity. When you cultivate adaptability, you become a master of your circumstances rather than a victim of them. You become like water, malleable, resilient, and capable of carving new paths in even the hardest rock. Stoic philosophy also emphasizes serving others as part of personal fulfillment. Providing value through acts of kindness and sharing knowledge enriches both your life and the lives of those around you. This practice fosters deeper relationships, professional satisfaction, and a sense of purpose. By focusing on what you can give rather than gain, you align with the Stoic virtue of generosity. Imagine your life as a river, flowing with potential. What makes it powerful isn't just what you accumulate, but how you nourish others along the way. Serving others isn't just about grand gestures, it's about small, everyday acts that uplift those around you. These actions create lasting fulfillment that goes beyond personal success. True personal satisfaction comes not from wealth or accolades, but from the impact you have on others' lives. Serving others shifts the focus from what you can get to what you can give, and in doing so, it enriches your own life in ways you never expected. By serving, you deepen your connections, grow in empathy, and break free from self-centered thinking. It's a paradox. The more you give, the more you gain. Serving others adds meaning and purpose to your life, helping you tap into the richest source of human connection and fulfillment. Living with integrity and authenticity, true to one's values, is essential. It involves aligning words and actions, maintaining trustworthiness, and being genuine. Regular self-reflection, such as the evening review, helps ensure that intentions and behaviors match. Defining core values and navigating decisions based on these principles strengthens integrity over time. Living with integrity and authenticity is like being a clear mirror in a foggy world, unwavering, true to yourself, and reflecting only what is genuine. It's about standing tall in your values, no matter the shifting winds of external pressure. Integrity isn't a one-time choice, but a daily practice, where your actions align with your beliefs, and you show up fully as who you are, without hiding behind masks or pretenses. Authenticity means embracing both your strengths and flaws, and owning them with pride. When you live authentically, you're not afraid to stand alone or challenge the norms. The power of authenticity is magnetic. It draws people who appreciate you for your true self, not the version you think they want to see. The beauty of living with integrity and authenticity lies in the profound freedom it brings. It's the liberation of not needing to be anyone else, and the peace that comes from knowing your actions align with your values. When you embrace who you are, you unlock a deeper connection to your purpose and the world around you.